I think one of the most stressful things just as a pastor in day-to-day life is how many times you kind of change channels. That you can go from correcting something in a bulletin to a crisis call of great depth to a party to show up to or a lunch that's a happy occasion. And changing channels and still showing up in genuine ways can be a challenge. Anxiety has been something I've struggled with since middle school. When the crisis rolls one after another or it's just extended, I start to get really depleted and crash. And in my first decade of ministry, it seemed taboo to talk about stress, and it's often rewarded to be kind of Superman or Superwoman, to take on that hero mentality. When I've done that, though I've been rewarded from it, it comes at a high cost. It's usually not until the immediate crisis is over that I feel the stress and the weight of it. Selah was so targeted to what I need in an active church in my daily ministry that it's one of the best things I've ever done. And it's really grown my capacity to be present in ministry with other people. For the day-to-day, it means that when I get up in the morning, I make sure I have 10 extra minutes before my son needs me, or I'm looking at my phone and I do some breathing and check in with my body, see where there's tension, and starting my day that way really helps me start with a calm and a peace that sticks with me. That's an act of prayer for me. Part of what stress proofing and Selah reminded me of is that Jesus had a very embodied experience. Jesus became flesh, and that means I shouldn't ignore my own. If Jesus was hungry, if Jesus cared to feed those who came to hear the word of life he offered, then I have to make sure I take the time to stop and eat, even if it's a busy day and I'm pulled in a lot of different directions. To return to my breath. Because if Jesus in his earthly ministry needed that kind of nourishment, then I need it too. And there's no shame in that. Selah has really been a game changer for me beyond what I ever could have expected.